Sign up for your membership and start submitting music to get booked on major shows, magazine features, radio interviews, sponsorships, and more great opportunities. That's makingitmag.com, doing dope stuff for dope artists, 10 years strong.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K-100 Radio.
All right.
R&B.
What up? Let's get it.
K-100, you bastard.
Round of applause. K100 Radio. I'm your host, Blizzard. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to the show. We back for another round of our direct line interviews on K100 Radio, man. I always love doing these our K100 Radio direct line interviews because it gives our listening audience a chance to get put up on some dope music, some real artists that's out here grinding, working, trying to put in the work. Now, we don't always talk to artists, like I said before. We've talked to politicians, we talked to strippers, we talked to a lot of different people on this broadcast. So it's not exclusive to artists, but we built this broadcast and this platform for the artists. So of course, a lot of our interviews are with independent artists. And that's good because we get a chance to have a direct conversation with them. That's what we call these direct line interviews. Welcome everybody that's checking us live on our website, K100radio.com. Anybody that's listening to us live right now on our mobile app, TuneIn Radio, we really appreciate you. iTunes Radio, Apple TV, however you're watching this live right now, listening, thank you, TuneIn Radio. Anybody checking us out on our social media feeds, that will be Facebook over here, Instagram Live over here. All right, shout out to my Instagram Live people that may be checking in. I appreciate you guys. If anybody's interested in being interviewed on K100 Radio, of course, you can always hit us up, K100radio.com, and go to the ads and promo page and book your interview. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, today we chopping it up with the ladies, the full roster of ladies on K100 Radio today, straight up back to back. First on deck, we're going to talk to a songstress. Her name is Nisey Rashad. I'm going to bring on the line right now. Hey, yo, Nisey.
Yeah.
What's up? What's happening?
Hello.
What's up?
Hello, how are you?
What's happening? On the line right now. What's up? How you doing today?
I'm doing extravagantly well. I mean, it's sunny out here in Phoenix, so I'm just out here enjoying the sun. Sorry, ACL, living it live out here.
Hey, listen, it's like 80 degrees in Atlanta today out of nowhere. Like, round of applause for the sun. Period. Like, we don't even know what's going on right now.
It's out here shining.
Yeah.
On everybody.
Right. And it's February. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what's going on with that either myself. But I'll take it. I'm a Florida boy. I love the sunshine. So listen, I'm going to pause my background music real quick, and I always do this at the beginning of our direct line interviews. And I'm going to give you the floor, Nisey. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from, where you're hailing from, and what you got going on. Just go ahead and introduce yourself to the listening audience right now on K100 Radio. Go ahead. You got it.
Okay, what's up, guys? My name is Nisey Rashad. I'm originally born and raised and bred from ATL, original Georgia Peach. Right now, residing in Phoenix, Arizona. I just released my newest single, Mr. and Mrs., spreading some of that love and bringing some of this sunshine. So,
all right.
Hope y'all have a good day. I don't know what else to say.
That's it. That's all we need. That's it. We're good. Back to the background music. So, listen, we got a lot of questions that we want to ask you. And, whenever I'm talking to my independent artists, now you said you out in Arizona right now. Is that correct? Arizona.
Right now.
Right now.
Yes.
Is that like a temporary move? Have you
Right
moved
now.
out there? Are you just grinding out there? Like, what you got going on out there? Is it a relocation? What's popping?
Well, I'm coming back home, so I'll be back home in Atlanta around August.
Okay.
I moved out to Arizona to kind of finish some of those personal things, wrap up my schooling, and
Right.
now I'm ready to just come back home with my people and hit it hard.
All right, exactly. Definitely understand that. But it's interesting because we don't get a chance to talk to a whole bunch of artists out there in Arizona. So my first question to you is, like, what's it like as far as doing music and being an independent artist out there? We know what Atlanta's like. This is our home base. We're broadcasting live from Atlanta, Georgia right now, south side in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what is it like out there? What is it like in Arizona? Tell me about the grind. Are there any opportunities? Did you find a new fan base? Like, what's going on? How are you working? How's everything going for you out there as an artist?
Well, there's definitely opportunities out here in Arizona for someone who has a very eclectic sound. They have a strong, tight-knit hip-hop and R&B culture. Me personally, I came out here for growth and for, just some more exposure to different sounds. With me being a born and bred ATLian, we like bass, We like it hard, and we like it loud.
Right.
So, you know, I was just more interested in, you know, exposing my core fan base, which is Atlanta, which is Chicago, which is Philly, to a different sound that Arizona brings, and it's very interesting. It's very like eclectic, if I could say use that word. You know.
Well, see, first of all, before we even get started playing your music itself is different. Like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, because of course, now this is not like my Ill or Kill segment where I don't listen to stuff. I listen to the music before I do these interviews, and so just listening to your record, it's not like as soon as I turn on your record, I'm like, she's from Atlanta, obviously. Like, I don't even get that vibe, especially with the Drinks record. We're gonna play that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like even you saying you being from here, I'm like, I didn't even get the vibe that you was a ATL when I was listening to the music. So it's interesting that you're telling me, you know, about the difference out there. Yeah. But I haven't heard your whole catalog, obviously. We just get introduced, and this is a great way to do it. But how do you describe your style? Like, where did you get your style? What part of Atlanta are you from? Like, how did you get that swagger?
Well, I'm a Grady baby, first and foremost. Got to throw that out there. Okay. But I hung around, I guess, what you call the weirdos in Atlanta. So, believe it or not, my big sister in soul is DJ Princess Cut. And she was around when I first started going to school, to college, and I was like, I want to sing Cut. And she introduced me to Joy at Pal's Lounge. And so I was around all of those people, that Goody Mob, that Goody Mob crew. Okay. And I really took that, and I took that to heart, and it helped me realize with people like Erykah Badu and Andre 3000 that I can take my core and my sound, and I can expand it, and in turn that would help expand my people. And so I guess that's how I would describe my sound, if that makes sense.
No, I mean, if you were hanging around Goody Mob and Erykah Badu, you know what I'm saying? Then it all makes sense.
No, I wasn't hanging with Erykah. I wasn't hanging with Erykah. I was with Joy. Joy and Cut.
Joy and Cut. Okay, well, even okay, so all right, even with that though. Even with that, because I know I'm familiar with her too. So that eccentric style would definitely rub off on you. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to
Joy is phenomenal.
Yeah. So
shout out to Joy Gilliam.
Yeah, she's slept on. You know what I'm saying? So you know, but definitely now I get it. Now I understand. And people don't understand that about Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think Atlanta is just like this, because the sound of Atlanta has a sound, like when you hear it, especially in hip hop. Like you mentioned when we first came on the air, you was like the bass and everything. And so Atlanta does have a signature sound, but people don't realize, unless you're here, there are several different eclectic vibes. This kind of, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't want to put it on the side of town, but you got like West Side, but then you've got like Atlanta's so mixed. You know what I'm saying? You've got like a East Atlanta crowd, and you got like a EAV crowd. It's kind of different.
I was all on Auburn Avenue. You know, that was with that crowd there. Right. So that's that sound that I bring.
Right, really. Right. So I definitely get it, but I think people who are not familiar with the city, they may be like, I thought Atlanta was all trap and blah. No.
Oh no.
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 Oh no. Nothing could be further from the truth. And that's one thing about this particular place that made me relocate here over 20 years ago. Now I want to make sure we talk about the music. You know what I'm saying? The music itself. Where are you at with your career? I know you've got this new single out, and we get ready to drop that in a minute. But where are you at with your career? Like, how many projects do you have out? Do you have a whole album out or anything like that? Like, how much work have you done so far?
Okay, so the new single is already released. It's streaming on Spotify as we speak. So I released it February 1st, and like already I have like 3,000 streams.
Right, that's good. That's good.
So that's released. I have a song called Perfect. Yeah, that's it. But it's only a week, so you know I'm hoping it can come up a little bit.
That's good.
I have a song called Perfect that I'm going to release maybe in a couple of months. It kind of has a Mary J. Blige feel, and then after that I have a really nice ATL blend. You can really hear all of my influences coming out in that song, and it's called Save It. So, and that'll be released sometime this summer.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing it. I mean, based on some of the music that I've heard from you so far, I think it's going to be different. I know you said it's going to have an ATL style to it, but then again, what does that really mean? You know what I'm saying? And you know, you mentioned that you was a Grady
Exactly.
baby. Right, right.
That was the point.
Right, yeah,
ATL is everything. It's everything.
Exactly. It's so. Let me ask you this about you. What you saying? You a Grady baby? There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff and a lot of controversy going on right now. You know, with people representing Atlanta who's not necessarily a Grady baby. I mean, you could be from the UK. You could be from anywhere at this point.
Oh, he's 21 Savage.
Yeah, nobody
Definitely.
knows.
I am.
Nobody knows at this point. So.
ATL Grady baby. Matter of fact, I'm so Atlanta that my mom didn't even have me at Grady. She had me at an apartment in College Park off Godby Road, and Grady had to come pick me up. That's how Atlanta I am.
Yeah, that's super Atlanta. If you was literally born out the womb on Godby Road, yeah, that's about as Atlanta as it's gonna get.
By the Bojangles, I don't know if it's still there, but yep, right there.
Yeah, even though people are, oh, that's College Park, they ain't Atlanta. Let's not be stupid. Let's not get specific. We get what you're saying. We understand it. So listen. So the music that you're putting out right now, you said you got this new stuff. And by the way, I want to just say something about something that you mentioned. You was like, well, I got 3,000 streams. It's not a lot. Fuck that. That is a lot. Okay, Nisey, let me be clear about anybody that's listening to this. That is really good, organic. If that's like nothing paid, you're an independent artist, you drop something, 3,000 people come and listen to that shit in the week. That is good. So first of all, round of applause on that.
Thank you.
All right, people act like, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, people are so judgmental about streams, likes, and numbers. Let me ask you that: how much stock do you put in your social media awareness? Like, how much do you really care about how many likes a post get or something like that? Like, do you feel like? Do you care or what?
I'm so horrible. I'm so horrible at it. I've only recently started it, but I'm horrible at it because the people who I was around, those Joy Gilliam, that's really who I was around the most. Mm-hmm. That wasn't her thing. You know, her thing when I was watching her at Pal's Lounge was get on stage, you show up, and you show out, and the people will come. So that's really like my thing. But you know, we're in a different time. It's a different society, and the audience wants something different. So I'm trying to really like get on board with it, if that makes sense.
No, I hate it, but I understand that if someone's telling you at this point social media matters, of course it does. Hey, fuck yeah, it definitely matters. But I hate that it matters so much right now because it's so easy to manipulate. It's easy to manipulate, and it can also give you, it can turn on you in a drop of a hat, like. You know what I'm saying? Something you say go viral, some video of you go viral, and everything can tank. I hate that part of it. But I also love the fact that as an independent artist, the internet and social media is actually what's making this interview happen right now. It also has its,
Right. It's like a love-hate relationship.
Exactly. Definitely. I definitely have a love-hate relationship with it all. So it's an interesting question to ask artists in 2019. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where do you care? Because sometimes you meet artists and they're like, man, they have a crazy Instagram following and they got 200,000 people following in the blue check, but if they go perform somewhere, nobody shows up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, how does that add up? And
I want people to show up.
Right.
I would rather you show up.
Right, exactly. So that's why I asked the question. I think it's really a really pertinent question in 2019. All right, so we're coming up on halfway through this interview, so I want to make sure that we get it in with the music so we can talk about it, critique it, and get it in with that. So we've got 2 songs by you, all right? We got a song called Drinks, and we got Mr. and Mrs. Now, I'm going to let you decide which one you want people to hear first. Anybody that may be listening to this interview, by the way, thank you to anybody that's listening live, but big ups to anybody who accesses this content on our YouTube channel, on our SoundCloud page, or our Spotify podcast. Anybody listening to this, if you're already on Spotify, and you're listening to this right now, literally she just said the music is on Spotify. You're like a click away, all right, from going to check out this song and adding her song to your playlist, Nisey Rashad, R-A-S-H-A-D, Nisey Rashad. But I'm going to let you pick which one of these songs you want us to play first.
All right, so I think it's very important for my fans to know that I'm very authentic and to experience my growth. So I'm going to start with Drinks, my first major or global release in 2014-15.
Okay, all right. So tell us about this song. What's going on? I've heard it, but kind of introduces. I know you're talking about different various drinks. Do you like to drink? Because I'm actually drinking while I'm doing this interview right now. Shout out to Diddy.
Well, I don't drink any. I don't really really drink anymore.
Mhm.
But when I made that song about 5 years ago, I drank a lot. You know, I used to love to go to the bar and drink and be cute. You know, I was like 24, 23-ish. You know, what else do we have to do but go and look cute and take everyone's money? Like, can I get a drink? And that's pretty much what that song was about. That was my life.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Hold on. I can't let you get away with that. I heard exactly what you said. First of all, you thought it was gonna go by me. It didn't go by me, Nisey. What? So yeah, it was slick, and you probably thought I was gonna hit play and not say nothing about what you just said, but I heard what you just said. About how you be at the bar and you be like, you know what I'm saying, buy me a drink. All right, are you one of these? Are you one of these women that go out and just let all the guys buy you drink and then give them fake numbers at the end of the night? I got to know the truth.
No. When I'm actually really like cool, really friendly. So when I was like 20, and this is me then at 23, 24, I just feel like time is money. So I'm more than willing to have a conversation with you, but you know, my time is my money. So hey, can I get a sex on the beach, please, or a lemon drop martini?
So a guy can't talk to you in the club. I want to be sure we clear. You ain't having no conversations unless you're willing to buy the drink. Facts. Yes or no? It's the same what?
I'm gonna go on and say, even though I don't drink, yeah, you know, at least offer. Like, don't just assume that I want to talk to you. I mean, at least offer something.
Okay. We'll have this. We'll talk about this later. Let's get into this song. This is Drinks, because I got more to talk about. I ain't letting this go. I got more to talk about. This is Nisey Rashad. Name of this joint is called Drinks. We're going to check this one out. We got the new single that she just dropped coming up, Mr. and Mrs. All right, it's available on all streaming platforms. Yeah. But let's go ahead and start it off with Drinks, and we'll set it off with this one. This is K-100 Radio. I'm your host, Blizzum. This is the direct line interview with Nisey Rashad. Let's get to it.
You are tuned to K-100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
Get a sex on the beach, please, or a lemon drop martini. Taking pictures like I stepped out of the TV. Bad bitches in here, and you know I brought them with me. Everybody got their eye on me, but I got my eye on you. I know you got your eye on me too. We're debating who gon' make the next move. I go to the middle of the dance floor. I know. You'll be watching. I don't wanna come off like I'm easy, but your eyes are speaking to me, and they saying, come on, over to me. You know that you got it, yeah, you got it. For sure. I like your first impression, got me feeling kinda sexy. Then it got me on the dance floor, and she twerking, got me on the dance floor, and she twerking. I see you watching me, and now you got me on the dance floor, and she twerking, got me on the dance floor, got me on the dance, she twerking, got me on the dance. I just wanna move my hips, I just wanna shake my ass, my song, my jam. You just wanna buy my drink, I just wanna drink it. I look good. I'm just saying what you thinking. I get the attention when I'm bopping. You like how I'm twerking. You might get my number if you want it. You got swag and you flaunt it, and I like it. Put on. Now you backing. Hold on. And I'm laughing. I don't like to talk. I like to listen. It's just like I can't resist it. Now you got me on the dance floor, and she twerking. Got me on the dance floor, and she twerking. I see you watching me, and now you got me on the dance floor, and she twerking. Got me on the dance floor, got me on the dance. She twerking, got me on the dance. Can I get a sex on the beach, please, or a lemon drop martini? How about a Cosmo? Maybe a pink Moscato. Would you happen to have some Pinot? What about a mint mojito? Is that for me a Long Island iced No, that's mine, the tequila sunrise.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K-100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
K-100, you bastard.
K-100 Radio, I'm your host, Blizzard. Thanks everybody for tuning into the show. This is a direct line interview. We chopping it up. We got Nisey Rashad on the line. We listened to her joint called Drinks.
Hey.
And we had a conversation beforehand about women in the club act like they can't have no conversation with you unless you buy them a drink. But we ain't gonna do all that right now. We gonna go left. We gonna go left. I'm gonna go left. She gonna go right. You ladies are gonna go right. We gonna go left over here. You feel what I'm saying?
But that's when we're young.
Where you at with that right now then? Tell me the honest to God truth right now. In the club right now, Nisey Rashad, does a guy have to buy you a drink to have a conversation with you? It's just a simple question.
First of all, if you could get me in a club without performing, you're doing a good job.
All right, I give you that right there. You know what? Shout out to you on that one. When you said first of all, I thought you was finna go ahead and stand up for the whole every female in the world real quick. But honestly, I completely agree with your assessment of why am I even in the club if it's not about business. At this point in my life, I can't even act like I don't feel you. Like I completely 100% feel you on that part right there. Like for real. I do.
I can grow. We can grow. We grow.
All right, yo, listen. No, for real though, because I'm so at that point in life right now that you wouldn't even believe how much I can totally see eye to eye with that logic right there. You know what I'm saying? So I guess if you're in the club,
right.
Yeah, if they're meeting you in the club at some point right now, I guess you may be a little bit softer because you're probably there for some business anyway. You know, it's a little bit different. All right. So
yeah, definitely.
Right. So we've got the next song that I want to make sure that we get in and that we can talk about. And this is the one that just got released, and we're really going to dissect this one, all right? Tell me about Mr. and Mrs.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. I'm so embarrassed because Mr. and Mrs. is something that I wrote based off what I've experienced. Now, I have a lot of family from Gary, Indiana, and my god sister runs a boutique there, and she has this big fashion show, and she's such a businesswoman, and I got to experience her have a business, own a business, fall in love, and do all of that and still be this wonderful giving person that she is. And she's just such an awesome person. And I wrote this song based off of watching that, like, wow, I want to meet someone who makes me feel like this. And it's actually a wedding gift to them, this song in particular. So.
Okay. All right. So it's inspired by real life events. You know what I'm saying? Is that a goal for you? Is that something that you want to be able to do one day? Just be able to come home to that guy and have that kind of relationship? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would. I hate to say this. I would say that person, not that guy.
Well, that girl.
But yeah, eventually in life.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
That's something that.
Yeah.
I would want to do. I can't help but laugh. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Hey, listen. Hey, I'm sorry. I was not politically correct, although this is not a fucking politically correct show or program. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I'm with it. I'm with it.
But
it is what it is.
Correction. The right person to come home to. You feel what I'm saying? And just have that kind of joy. And so Mr. and Mrs. But then again, though, you called it Mr. and Mrs. So I was assuming a little bit. I'm sorry. So I thought that
No, but you're right. No, you're absolutely right. It was based off of that Mr. and Mrs. relationship.
Right.
But just that feeling, that traditional in love feeling that we grow up seeing from our grandparents, from our aunts. That black love, that all love, that real love. That's what that's about.
All right. So let's check this out. This is Nisey Rashad, Mr. and Mrs. Again, if you're on you have a video. There's not a video out for it yet, but if you're listening to it on our Spotify after the fact, it's not on Spotify while we're live, but we upload it immediately and it gets on there. So if you literally listen to this podcast on Spotify right now, like literally you can go over there if you like this record and actually connect with the artist, add them to your playlist. That's a major way to support an artist. Add them to a playlist, add them to your favorites or whatever, and that doesn't cost you a dime. So if you're rocking with any independent music that you hear on K100 Radio, if something grabs your ear and you're literally on that platform, search them up and add them. All right. Nisey Rashad. Name of the joint is called Mr. and Mrs. This is K-100 Radio, and this is a direct line interview. Let's get to this last song.
You are tuned to the K-100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
When you're in love, you just bust out singing for no reason. No butterflies in my stomach, just chills running down my spine. Every time we kiss in public, I can't believe that you are mine. My heartbeat does somersaults when I hear you call out my name. Then I keep me good as so hard. My love, see, it's all the same. Can I spend my nights kissing you? Wrapped inside your arms as I confide in you. And I want to ride beside you. You and me, that's all I need. And baby, I'm clean. It feels like love. I don't know what love is. This is something new to experience. Tell me, why does it feel like this? I don't know what it feels like. Love. I don't know what love is. This is something new to experience. Tell me, why does it feel like this? I don't know. Love raining all over me. Love spilling from the top of my head down to my feet. Love feeling loved and secure. Love feeling the love that I feel when you love me more. La 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 la. It feels like love. I don't know what love is. This is something new to experience. Tell me, why does it feel like this? I don't know. It just feels like love. I don't know what love is. This is something new to experience. Tell me, why does it feel like this? I don't know. And I spend my nights kissing you, wrapped inside your arms as I confide in you. And I want to ride beside you. You and me, that's all I need. And baby, I'm good. Like la 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 la. It feels like la 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 la. It feels like la 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 la. It feels like love. I don't know what love is. This is something new to experience. Tell me, why does it feel like this? I don't know what it feels like. Love. I don't know what love is. This is something new to experience. Tell me, why does it feel like this? I don't know.
It's going down.
Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio.
You are tuned to the K-100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
All right.
K-100, you bastard.
K-100 Radio, we're getting ready to wrap this thing up, but that was Nisey Rashad. Yo, that was Mr. and Mrs. Before we get ready to go, Nisey, I want to make sure you give everybody your contact information, give everybody your social media information so they can contact you. We already told you guys that music is out right now on Spotify. If you're listening to our podcast on Spotify right now, hop on over there, add it to your favorites, do all that. But please, before you go, we got to tell everybody how we can get to you, connect with you, and get that music.
Yes, follow me at Nisey Rashad on Instagram. Follow me at Nisey Ra on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook at Nisey Rashad. Pretty much, if you just put in Nisey Rashad anywhere on your internet search engine, I will pop up. Follow me, contact me, reach out. I'm always looking to connect, collaborate, and perform.
Absolutely, and it's spelled Nisey, Nisey Rashad.
Yes.
Nisey Rashad. All right, shout out to her. Thank you for rocking with us on K100 Radio for this direct line interview. We wish you much success. Make sure when you get back over here to the A, you pull up on us. Are you going to South by Southwest by any chance this year, since you're already there, out basically? At that, well,
I'm thinking about it. I think I might just go ahead and pop. I have a show actually in Miami during that time, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'll try.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm asking because we're going to be at South by. We're going to be at several events. We're going to be broadcasting. It'd be lovely for you to pull up on us and chop it up with us live in person. You know what I'm saying? All right?
All right, cool. Well,
all right.
I'll definitely be there then. I'll see you then.
Absolutely. I wish you much success. Nisey Rashad, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, peace. Bye, people.
All right. This is K-100 Radio.
You are tuned into K-100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
All right. Now, first of all, we not done. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. I got to check my line real quick and see if my next interview is on the line. Hold on real quick. We got somebody special for y'all. Hold on. Let me see. Is this Lil Bree?
Yeah, just Bree.
Bree, what's happening? You are right on time.
Hello.
Thank you. What's going on? What's happening?
Nothing much.
All right. You about ready? We getting ready to, I'm going to go do a little quick commercial break real quick. We're going to set everything up for you on the live stream. We're coming right back to you. You ready to rock?
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. I'm ready.
All right. Stand by. All right. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. K-100 Radio.
K-100, you bastards.
Real quick, we're going to do a real quick couple drops for you. Let's something real quick so we can reset the live stream and everybody. Thanks, everybody, for rocking with us again. If you're rocking with this particular interview and you're on our YouTube channel, subscribe. If you listen to that podcast with Nisey Rashad on Spotify or SoundCloud, follow and then connect with the artist. But pause. We're coming right back. We're going to do like 1 or 2 commercials and we'll be right back with Lil Bree. Yo, she rocking out. She doing the thing. Stand by. We'll be right back.
You are tuned to K-100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
All right, all right.
Yeah, man. It's your cool running DJ Just Swag, man, and you can catch me each and every Friday right here, bringing you the best.